Hey guys, it's Em here. I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you for the amazing amount of response and registrations for last week's webinar. It was absolutely overwhelming and so incredible that so many of you turned up from all over the world. There was people from England, people from the US, people from New Zealand, people from Papua New Guinea, Australia. It was just unreal, and I really am feeling grateful for the opportunity to have been able to communicate with so many of you, and I certainly hope that you got something out of it. It has been an awesome week. This week has been one of the best actually for my own real estate investing, and I've just had an incredible day today meeting up with an investor who's decided that they do want to partner with us and joint venture and move forward with the most incredible deal. So it's been a cracker of a week. I hope it's been successful wherever you guys are watching from as well too. And we've had a lot of feedback from the webinar, and there's been a lot of great feedback. There's also been some feedback that we potentially could have kept it a bit shorter, and that this is true. However, my school of thought is that I would always love to and prefer to under-promise and over-deliver. So hopefully, in spite of the fact that we were a little bit lengthy, you got a lot of value out of it too. But just to recap, I think one of the biggest things that property investors come up against is three main hurdles, and I just wanted to recap those three main hurdles. And if this resonates with any of you, feel free to reach out and drop me a line, and if you want to have a chat about it or discuss it. The number one main thing would be money. And being able to overcome the hurdle of money. As property investors ourselves, and I've got Gold Coast in the background here, which is where I now live. We made the decision last year to drop everything and escape the rain and the traffic of crazy Melbourne and move up here to beautiful sunny Gold Coast. It's amazing. But there's plenty of obstacles that we come up against ourselves, and this is why I'm so passionate about empowering others, that money doesn't have to be the obstacle that's in the way of you developing a property portfolio or not. There's many strategies out there that can lift the lid on your own financial limitations. Everything from joint ventures to rent to buy to Airbnb strategy. Even nowadays you can Airbnb a rental property. Can you actually believe it? It's crazy. So really, there's no reason. You don't even need to own a property to be able to control it and make money. And there's plenty of strategies that we cover consistently on the mastermind. But the second major hurdle that people come up against and gets in their way is, in order to be able to use creative strategies and do things a little differently to the way that we've all been taught to do it. Real estate 101, save your whole life for a deposit, put the money down and then pay it off for the rest of your life, and then in the hopes that you maybe might own too. But look, that's Mar and Par investing, and I do not put that down for a second, because I think, anybody that gets involved in property, hats off to you. It is, one of the most beneficial ways forward. However, from where I come from, I would rather accelerate those results, because as much as it's great to own one property and maybe even two, is it going to make you wealthy in the short term? Perhaps not, perhaps it might. But we like to be able to think big, and in order to be successful in real estate and use creative strategies, you've got to have a creative mind. And the one thing that's going to get in the way of you and your success in real estate is you and your mindset. And if you want to think of it like a toolbox, for example, you can have all the strategies and all the greatest tools in the world, but if you've got a tiny leak in your toolbox, or you don't have the capacity to think big, you're going to be your own worst enemy, and you really are the highest form of ROI. It's super important. But in order to maintain the mindset, it really is super important to keep accountable. And in order to stay accountable, it's really tough to do this on your own. And I, of all people, understand this more than anyone that you could possibly even imagine. And it's super important to surround yourself with a community of like-minded individuals who are going to lift you higher. They're going to push you, they're going to challenge you, and they're going to keep you on task. If you want to soar with the eagles, then you've got to stop scratching with the turkeys. And I say that with all due respect, but you've got to surround yourself with people that know are heading in the direction that you want to be heading have gotten the results, you know, have proven and tested the results and got the results that you want. Not only to emulate and model their success and put in place the steps that they took to get there, but also they've made the mistakes already so that you don't have to. Trust me, I've made plenty of them myself. So yeah, those are the three main hurdles that I feel that property investors come up against. And in the mastermind, you know, that's why I've developed it, because I just understood that there was this gap in the market with people that go off and get real estate education or even just want to get started, don't know where to start first, don't have a supportive community around you, so you can have all the willpower in the world, but if willpower is nothing without environment. You know, environment wins over every single time, over any amount of willpower. So, you know, you must keep your environment supportive of community, of success. So there's mindset, there's community and support and strategy, and those are the biggest things that I feel are in the way of people taking action. And it's, you know, it's no good taking action if you don't have the support, and it's no good having the support if you don't take action. So hopefully, if you would like to reach out to me, I'm happy to answer any questions. But hopefully we've been able to give you some value on the webinar, and I really look forward to hoping, I need a cup of tea, it's the end of the day. But I really look forward to welcoming you into the community in whatever capacity you come in, whether you join the mastermind, whether you just touch base with us on Facebook. Please stay in touch. It's always really awesome to network and stay in communication with like-minded people. And that way we can grow the community and support each other's success along the way. So ladies, gentlemen, if you're watching, have a wonderful day, and I hope you're kicking goals wherever you are in the world. Cheers.